bear brave bow. Welcome back to the workshop. I'm Jeff, and this is Fun Size Adventures. If you've been following us since last winter, you can remember that we built some homemade bows out of PVC pipe that only cost a few dollars, but the kids have been really getting into it and really wanted to upgrade. So for Christmas, we got them this. This is the Bear Brave Bow, which is a lot of B words, but it seems to give you a lot of bang for your buck, which are 2 more B words. That's 5 B words. That's a lot of B words. But if your kid's looking to take his archery to the next level, is this worth it? That's what we're gonna find out today, so stay tuned. So I bought this off of Amazon. It's available in several different colors, and the prices normally vary anywhere from $50 to about $70. We got the green one because I'm just partial to anything green, and I think it might have been the cheapest one available at that time. It's a compound bow, which means that when you pull on here, the little pulley up there clicks around, click, then when you release, it shoots. You shouldn't, it said not to dry fire it, so I'm not gonna do that too many times. I am not an expert in archery. That's one thing that you should know. I'm a newbie, just like my kids, so I'm trying to figure this out as I go. So if you're a professional archer and you wanna give me some tips in the comments, feel free. I'm just your typical dad who's trying to figure out how to get his kids into things like this and just doing the best I can. Some features that this has, other than the compound bonus. It's got this, which I believe is called a biscuit. The arrow goes right through there. You take the arrow, you click it onto here, and then you put it right into the middle of that biscuit like that. So that, boom, that kind of holds it steady. And then as you're firing, it has this sight here, which is adjustable. And I'm not 100% sure how to use it yet. I can show you how I've been using it. See on the string here, it has 3 of these little finger guide things, for lack of a better word. Anybody who really knows archery is probably screaming at their TV with all the improper language I'm using. What I've figured out works best is to take 2, put them there so you got your 2 fingers on there, and you can slide these up and down to figure out the sweet spot. And then I've taken this one, slid it up here, and then this is a sight is adjustable on here. It's adjustable up and down, and it is adjustable in and out too. If I pull it back, I'm trying to get it set up so that I can touch my thumb to my chin, and then line up the top of this right here, this little corner, with that little end of that ball. And I've adjusted it around so that if I do that, if I do those 3 things, it's pretty accurate. And that's what one thing that's good about this bow is that it is, from what I can gather, it's a kid's version of a legitimate adult bow. So no, it's not super high powered or anything. It's not gonna be lacking anything. If your kid's ready to step up, this is probably going to be all that they're gonna need for target practice needs. Is it gonna be able to kill an animal? No. I bought this target as well, and as you see, this is just 2 inches thick. We've been shooting this from about 10 yards. As you can see, the arrows have no trouble stabbing into it, but they are nowhere near going all the way through. I think most of them are only going about maybe a third of the way through. So obviously you're not gonna take down a deer with this, and I don't know the legalities of taking down a deer with it, so I'm not even gonna get into that. Just know that if you buy this, you need to do other stuff before you go shooting animals. That's about the limits of my knowledge of the hunting situation. But we bought it just for target practice. As far as the durability, it's one of those things you feel it in your hand, you're like, yeah, this is not chintzy. This is gonna stand up to normal use. It's got this little stick coming out the back here, which I'm assuming it looks like you just take these other 2 strings, put them around the other side, keeps it out of the way of this string. This has a lot of features. It came with 2 arrows. We bought additional arrows that were pretty much the same, and they seem to be doing well. We've been using this for a few weeks. We've probably shot over 500 arrows with it at this point, and no wear and tear really. It's doing well. Some of the arrows where we've missed the target and have hit like a rock, they're getting damaged, but I mean, they're hitting a rock. What do you expect? It doesn't affect them from working that well, especially for what our needs were. My 10-year-old Ethan loves this. Calvin, who's just about 9, loves it as well. We only got 1 to start with because we don't like to spend extra money on things that we don't know if they're going to be good. But now that we know that we're good, we might spring for another one of these eventually, because this will carry them through until they're ready for something that is more adult sized. So I would definitely recommend the Bear Brave Bow, especially if you got it at the bottom end of the price range for about 50 bucks. If your kid's in that range, like 8 to 12, Eli is 5, he can't pull this back yet. I don't know at what point he'll hit that strength where he can pull it back, but just know that a 5-year-old can't pull it back, an 8-year-old has no problem. One other thing to note is that on Amazon, as well as some of the other stores where I saw this available, older versions, it seemed, had a quiver that fit 4 arrows. I don't know if I can't remember if it came with 4 arrows or if it just had a bigger quiver, but it had a bigger quiver, as well as it had like a wrist guard. This did not come with either, so I don't know if that's just some stuff that they did away with to try to maintain it at the same price point and with as production costs rise. Neither of those things are like make or break things, because none of us have ever had any problem where we would have needed the wrist guard, and we don't generally keep the arrows in that anyway. It's not necessary to keep them in there, at least for the target practice that we're doing. But yeah, Bear Brave bow. If you're interested, my affiliate links are down in the description. If you buy this bow or anything else after clicking that link, we'll get a small commission on it, and that'll help support the channel, so be sure to do that. And if you think that's cool, but you're not ready, you don't know if your kid's into it enough to spring that 50 bucks to get a bow like this, check out this video right here where we'll show you how to build a bow for like $3 with stuff you buy at your local Lowe's or Home Depot. Till next time, get out there with your Bear Brave bow and all your other B words and have a fun size adventure of your own. Everybody's here.
But I come in here.
You did come in here. Come here.
Daddy, we have a snack.
Oh, he's got a plastic knife.